when I first met Kinison out at the store, I said, "Oh my God!" It was like a revelation. I'd never seen anything, and I've seen everybody, you know.
Right.
And I said, "This is." So I call him and I go, "You got to see this fucking guy. He's nuts, man. It's unbelievable. He's like this preacher who does comedy. That's insane." And so we bring him to Boston, and
Nick's is the first stop.
Fired.
I had to fire him after the first show.
Why?
He showed up all fucked up. And, you know, I got him some blow, and he went on stage, and he was doing, like, new material.
Yeah.
And I said, "Sam, is there any way you could do your HBO?" He goes, no, bro, that's been done.
That's been done.
And I go, "Well, I got to let you go." He goes, "I figured that." Well, yeah. Then I got him a gig at The Connection. Then he got fired from there.
Then you had him a place in Malden. He got fired. Then he shows up at Stitches at my gig, and he comes walking in, and I go, "Oh, Sam, man, I can't lose this gig. This is my big money gig." And he goes, "Do you trust me? Do you trust the beast? Do you trust the beast? Bring me on." So, ladies and gentlemen, you know, you saw him on the HBO, Saturday Night Live. He's one of the best I've ever seen. Sam, he comes stumbling out with half a bottle of Moet, chugs it down, burps, and says, "Someone's fucking me tonight." And from then on, he
found
burnt the room down. And by the end of the night, they had hired him to come back to do the back room at the Paradise. And it was off and running. But, oh, my God.
This is like 86?
Yeah.
Right after his special.
You know what we did? So we're in New York, and we're doing Caroline's, right? And, I mean, everybody comes out to see the show. It's unbelievable. And they're going to do Rolling Stone. He's on the cover of Rolling Stone, and he's supposed to do the Today Show. You know what I mean? So he flies in every girl that's ever broke up with him and puts them all up in the same hotel in different floors. I go, "It's fucking genius." I go, "Do you miss Daddy? Do you miss Daddy?" And it's Money Everett. It was fucking crazy. So I've never told this story to more than a small group of people, but we're in the room, and I'm lying on this side of the bed. His brother's Bill here. His mom's there. Sam's passed out in the chair. We've been going for days. And Sam's mother goes, "Lenny, you got to get Sam up. He's got to do a Today Show." And I go, "Today Show? That's huge, man. We can't blow this up." And he was just at the point where he didn't care anymore. I'm not doing it. So I said, Sam, get up. You got to do this. Your mother wants you to do it. This is big. It's great for your career." And we turn on the TV, and he's putting on his Lenny. He's putting on his coat, and this Challenger takes off, and we watch it. Explodes. He goes, "I willed this. I fucking willed this. Now everyone back to bed." And he takes his jacket off, and his mother's just go, "Oh, Lenny," and then the phone rings. "This is Today's Show. We won't be using Sam today."
Oh my God!
I willed it.
I willed it because he didn't want to go on the Today Show.
So that's hilarious. So later he goes, "That was a horrible thing to happen. You know, to lose all those astronauts. But I guess she was a teacher. You know, I forget her name." And he goes, and the kids were in the classroom, and they're all watching. "Oh, anyone want some cookie? There's cake. There's cake." Oh man! And right after, I mean, but he was fearless.
Yeah, he was. I don't know if you know the story about him, but his brother Bill wrote that book, Brother Sam.
Yeah.
And he talked about how Sam got hit by a car when he was a little kid. He was a normal kid, and he gets this horrible head injury, and then all of a sudden was fearless. Like that happened to Roseanne, and that happened to him. Wow. Same exact story. Hit by a car.
I didn't know that.
One personality changes 100%, becomes a totally different personality, and becomes this wild, reckless person.
Oh,
happened to both of them.
Listen, all these documentaries about him and stuff, and I see people that were on the peripheral edges. I mean, I was with him for a few years. I mean, we're bringing him to Boston. We brought him to Boston when he wasn't making a lot of money, and Mike paid him, and he loved it, and we became real good friends. And it was just a time in life that I never saw anything like that. And when he'd break into the preacher thing with his little feet dancing, and so one night we're up, he started missing gigs, and he missed the University of Arizona, and his manager goes, and he had a big time manager. They had just got him, the cover of Rolling Stone, all that stuff. And he goes, "Lenny, you got to get him to the show tomorrow. You're opening for him." I said, "Okay." So Sam goes, "Come on, we'll go back to the place," and we're doing massive amounts of blowing shit. And I'm going up to go to the bathroom. He never gets up to go to the bathroom. It was just, Smash Cup, we're in Tampa, and we're doing a show. It was the year that Tampa lost every game, the professional football team, and they came in some big offensive linemen, biggest guys I've ever seen. Can we meet Sam? Yeah, Sam, these guys want to meet you. And one of them breaks out a little blow, and Sam goes, blows away, and they go, whoa! And Sam takes out a bag, puts it down. Not do the rest, you pussies, and walks out. And they look at him like, yeah, he's not human. So we go back to his place, and now it's 3 in the morning. It's 4 in the morning. We're supposed to take a 7 o'clock flight. And he said, yeah, we're not going to make that flight. It's 8 o'clock flight. It's only an hour out of, L.A. to Arizona there, right? So 10 o'clock, the manager shows up. And Lemmy goes, hey, man, this is not good. This is a makeup show. You didn't show for this, a makeup show. It's sold out. He goes, take Lenny with you, and I'll follow on. So we're in the plane, and he says, how much time you got, Lenny? I said, well, how much do you need? He goes, well, until he gets here. So I go on. I'm supposed to do 20. I'm at about 54. And I'm going, man, I'm running out. And I'm holding him off. He goes, Sam, and I'm going, holding him off. And I look over, and he's on an oxygen tank with a mask. He goes, and it's the big coat. He goes, bring me on. The dead live. Bring me on. So I bring him on, and the place goes crazy. And afterwards, we go to some strip club, right? And so we're in there. Everyone's wild, man. He's a big star. You know what I mean? People can't believe it. So we're sitting, all the strippers come over, and he's throwing money around. And someone throws a can of beer. And he goes, that's it. He goes, you girls want to make more money in a night than you make in a month? Come with me. And we go, about 8 of them come, and we get in a limo, and we go back to the hotel. And we're up at the hotel, we're doing lines of drinking and everything. And he goes, Lenny, I know you're married. He goes, but in about 5 minutes, things are going to change. he goes, you might want to go. He says, because once you open this door, you'll never be able to close it again. And I thought to myself, all right, brother, okay. And so I left, and I went back to my room, got an extra cookie from the DoubleTree, went up in my room. So the next morning, I get up, and I go over to the room, and I open it up, and it's fucking destroyed, and there's blood everywhere, and there's people sitting around crying. They're fucking crying. I'm going, where's Sam? Oh, it was horrible. I'm going, where's Sam? I don't know. And I'm fuck this. So I get a cab, I go to the airport, and I fly back. And to this day, I never know what happened. There was one guy, Magic. I mean, if you ever listen to this, Magic, find me, because I want to know what, but it looked like a bomb when shit was broken. All of it. I mean, like a trashed place, but like dangerously trashed, and blood, and still blow left, and oh, it was. I don't know what happened that night.
Mark Maron was hanging out with him back in the day when Mark was a doorman at the Comedy Store.
Yeah, I remember that.
And he's a young kid.
Yeah.
He did so much coke with Kinison that he heard voices for a year. Wow. His head was broken. He heard voices in his head for a fucking year, and that's when he sobered up. He came to Boston right after that.
Right.
Yeah.
That's when I met him.
Yep.
I met Maron in '88 when he had just was trying to get his brain back online.
Right.
Yeah.
He was fried. They cooked his brain. They were just up for days.
Oh,
Not many people could run with Sam.
So we're in Boston, and I think we do stitches, and we close. I say, come on, we'll go over to Lansdowne Street, because a buddy of ours was running that. So now we're drinking bottles of champagne like it's going on. He goes, that's it, man. It's enough. We got to go. So we leave, and Sam goes, where are we going now? I don't know, man. There's no bars open. It's after 2. He goes, you got to know a place. I go, most of the places I know, they're folded up. They've been shut down. He goes, wait a minute. He goes, the limo we had the other night had booze in it. He goes, yeah. Call a limo. So they call a limo. It comes fully stocked with a. He goes, never underestimate my power. And we've been drinking it. I said, pray it. How this shit happened to him? It was insane. Just not human.
He's a wild motherfucker, that's for sure. He changed comedy. He really did. He changed what comedy was. It became something, like, before him, it was people telling jokes, but he was so outrageous. And when he did that HBO special, that one that he did from the Roxy on Sunset.
I was there, yeah.
That fucking special changed comedy. Like, it changed people's idea. Like, when he did that joke about the homosexual necrophiliacs having sex with
laying
the
down on
funerals.
the stage.
I'm on my way to heaven. Wait, he's fucking me in the ass. It never ends. So I'm at the store one night. I go in, and the cops love Sam, and there was like about 7 squad cars out in front of the Comedy Store. I'm going, oh, Sam, you go, and they're all lined the wall, the steps and wall. They're all watching him, and he's bombing. I mean, he goes, yeah, you people don't seem to like me. I want you to do me a favor. When you go home tonight, I want you to take a piece of paper, a napkin, something, anything you find, and I want you to write on it someone in your life that's passed, a brother, a sister, a mother, the sacred dead. I want you to take that home. And I want you to get home, and I want you to wipe your fucking ass with fucking chairs started flying. It was, I was going, oh my, so fucking fun. And everywhere we went, he would leave like 20 or 30 tickets for the cops in that town, wherever we were.
Really?
Yeah. No, the cops would always show up.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, so one night we're up at Mitzi's, and he's up there jamming with Eric Clapton, Phil Collins. I forget who the other guy was. And they're on the board, and he's got the guitars, and we're rocking it out, right? And I'm going, I can't play, but I'm going, this is insane. And so the cops come, and he goes, Lenny, take care of it. So I go up, and there's like 3, 4 cars, the lights going. I go, what's on? I say, hey, you got to cut it down. I said, oh man, you're not gonna believe it. Eric Clapton's down there with Phil Collins, and they jam with Sam. And he goes, Sam, can we meet Sam? So I go down. I go, Sam. The cop said it's okay, but you got to come up and take a picture with him. And he, you fuck. I said, Sam. I said, it's either that or they're closing it down. So he goes up, and they have Polaroids. That's when they had the Polaroid cameras out, and they took. I had me taking the Polaroids of Sam and the cops. It was, I'd love to see those pictures, but it was. You never know who was going to come over there. You never know who was going to come over there. It was just incredible.
He's the example that I always give to comics of a guy who was at one point in time one of the best ever.
Oh yeah,
but then dropped off hard. Like he dropped off in a big way. He just stopped writing, too much partying. His brother talked about it in the book. Mm-hmm. It's what can happen. Like you can't, you gotta respect this fucking thing. And he was just all about the ride. And then also he became very, very famous, probably too famous.
Right. Well, we were doing the Outlaws of Comedy at the Dunes. That's how long ago. The Dunes is over there now. And he had driven out with Tamayo Asuki. And I get a call early in the morning. Lenny, come quick, Sam dead. I go, what? So I go over to the Caesar's Palace. They had a big, and I can't wait. Take the champagne thing, take it out, pour water on, and Tamayo pushes me out of the way and she goes, welcome to Japan, Mr. Bond. Sam would have her say that every
You would ever say that every morning?
So, Tamayo, I mean, she was so funny, man. She was. I really enjoyed her, and she was sweet. I worked with her. Used to work with her at the store a lot. I don't know if is she still doing comedy?
I don't know. I haven't seen her ever.
Yeah. She did this. She came up. In your country, you say, I work miles to school in the snow. In my country, you drop atomic bomb on us. Crazy shit. Yeah, funny stuff, man. But he was, first time I ever did ecstasy, they were closing the club that he started at in Austin, Texas. He goes, we're all going.
Laugh Stop.
Yeah, we're all going. So he drove. I think he drove. I flew down. I met him, and someone comes in and says, "Hey man, you got to try this." He goes, "What is ecstasy?" He goes, "Yeah, man, give me all you got." How much is that? Like, give me all you got. So we're all on ecstasy. I never did ecstasy, man. And we're sitting on a couch and we're drinking, we're doing blow, and he starts to float away, right? So this is how so I reach over and I bring him down. And someone goes, "What the fuck? You queer touching Sam?" And I'm on the shoulder. And Sam goes, "Thank you, Lenny. Thank you for bringing me back." Crazy.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. I was in my shitty apartment in New Rochelle, New York, when I was listening to MTV News, and they told me that, on the television, they told us that he died.
Oh. They called me and said, Lenny, Sam's dead. And I said, have you seen the body? Because I couldn't believe it.
Killed by a 19-year-old drunk driver.
Who was a fan of his. I mean, I'd seen so much and did so much with him. I didn't think he was capable of dying.